Ignatius Wilberforce Busulwa is a 60-year-old veteran teacher. He taught for 32 years from 1962 to 1994 in schools like St. Andrews Gaza, Nadangida Secondary School, St. Pius Secondary School, and St. Teresa Secondary School. He reminisces about the good old days when the teacher was at the height of the ranks of the social order and could be entrusted with social and political responsibility at all levels. According to him, back in the day, teachers were paid about 300 or 400 shillings per month, and with that, a teacher would take care of themselves and take their children to good schools, reasoning that money had value at the time, and 10 shillings would take one through a week. They were also provided with housing, and everyone's desire was to make a teacher comfortable.
Teaching was, how can I call it? It was a very reasonable kind of job. You were taken seriously. You are a consultant in the community. Even your pupils look for the day they will become teachers, which is not the case today.
But that was then. Things have since changed for the teacher from worst to worst, and it would take a miracle to restore a teacher to their former glory. Historically, in Uganda, it can be traced to the early 1970s and 80s, a period that was characterized by a severe shortage of teachers, made acute by the mass exodus of Ugandan and expatriate teachers fleeing the political situation. That, coupled with a few that remained becoming mafuta minjis and coffee smugglers, made the situation more complex. And it looks like when some teachers joined business, the profession suffered. And according to Busura, not much has been done to improve the teachers' welfare, suggesting that there could be an agenda to keep teachers as paupers and deprive them of the financial muscle and respect they need to articulate issues and enlighten the public, a thing that James Tweheyo, the UNATU General Secretary, and education activist Joseph Seungu agree with.
Maybe there is a political agenda to belittle a teacher in the community. I have that suspicion, but I've started believing it, in fact. So a teacher cannot stand somewhere and say, Banange, we should do this, we should elect this one. Somebody will say, who does that, teachers? Look at his shirt. It's worn out.
If you graduate, you start teaching at an age of 22. Add on 30 years, at 52 you'll be moving to retirement. You have worked from 23 years of age to 52 years of age. You earn the money equivalent to somebody's salary for a month.
Ekitiibwa ky'omuntu yenna kitandikira ku mbeera gy'abaalimu. Abasomesa mu Uganda tebabeerangako bubi nga bwe bali kati. Abasomesa baali bafuna ssente nga UPT najja. Abazadde babawanga ssente ne gavumenti ne bawa ssente. Ng'omusomesa asabola okwambala empale empya ne ttaayi ennungi.
Teachers too are not innocent of their fall from glory, and many have suggested that they have put money before the profession and are also involved in all sorts of immoral acts like child abuse, defilement and rape, cheating, forging marks, corruption, among others. But Busula says teachers used to have guidelines and supervisors from all angles, including ones from church, from the mosque, ministry and kingdom, and these would keep teachers in line.
Have you ever come across a school inspector in your career? But were those people cancelled? Don't we have a chief inspector of schools? Don't we have chief education officers? Don't we have district education officers? I hear they are district inspector of schools. But do they inspect?
Man does not live by bread alone. You may be called to do the service, you can give the service. And by the way, it is a calling. That is why, for example, I can give an example. My friends, the teachers of Moroto, have spent 5 months without payment, but they have told the children at the end of term.
What then does this mean for the future of the profession, now seeing that youngsters associate teaching with strikes, low pay, poverty, poor dressing, and can only join the profession as a last resort and are always on the lookout for greener pastures?
When a whole lecturer can be entrusted with the rearing goats, what do you expect a primary teacher?
Teachers, we had resigned, and resignation certainly results into total failure. But we have realized that there is nobody else who is as or more professional than the teacher, and therefore who should advise whoever cares to listen about what the profession should be.
But there is some light at the end of the tunnel, and teachers need to rise above their circumstances and be seen to be doing a thing about it. It has also been said that teaching is a calling and not a profession.
You may have a little, but use that, be a good time manager to get some other means of getting money. But don't let children looking, thirsty. Give them what you are supposed to give them, but in your free time, try to get some other things to do.
People in positions of ability to influence and make policies should do that. But teachers should be the very first ones to make themselves realized. First of all, we have to assert ourselves. Second, we have to equally do our job. Because I don't want to say that all of us are perfect.
What should be done is government respecting teachers and honoring their pledge, their commitment as per Parliament and as per the Hansard.
But educationists say government should improve the teachers' welfare to avoid future generations degenerating into rogues and hooligans if they do not get enough guidance. Harriet Namkasa, WBS TV, Kampala.